Let's take a look at what happened today with Tesla. We closed at $321.99, up $5.64. That's 1.78%. Post-market, we are up by 20 cents. So let's look at the chart. Let's see how we can profit from those facts. So basically, we are just going sideways. Remember, the congestion zone right here, we are still outside of it. So that's fine. That's nice. We are again outside of it. Yesterday, we almost came back into it. If we go on the 1 hour chart, we went just above it. So we did not really come back into it. On the daily chart, this is harder to see. So no, we are still outside of this bearish trend. We are trending sideways for now. Tesla is trending neutral. We know it's neutral because we are between 13 and 335.73. If we go lower, this is going to be a sell. If we go higher, this is going to be a buy. Right now, not much to do. Overall, for trend-aware investors, value investors, we are still into a bullish channel. I spoke yesterday that you should be pretty much fine until 295. So everything is good from that front. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, let's break it down exactly how it happened. So we had identified 13 as a possible short for a trade. The 1 hour chart is for traders. The daily chart is for investors. 13, we did not go lower. In fact, the first hour of the day was pretty nice green candle. Second hour also green candle. We stopped at 326.34 right here. Look at the third candle right here. The third candle, we tried to go higher, but we were squished down. This is the candle right here. We were squished down. Cannot break above 326.34. Yesterday and the day before, we went as high as 331. And a couple of days before, we went as high as 335. So you see the pattern right here? This is the top, this is the top, this is the top. The top is decreasing, so we officially have a new pattern right here. So this is the new pattern that we have. We have multiple patterns. We need to navigate through all of them. This is what I'm here for. So we have a decreasing channel, so there's a little bit of weakening. So on the daily chart, we see that it's sideways. So on the daily chart, it's harder to see this. We see it a little bit. It's harder to see this. So on the daily chart, we don't have to go into that much detail. We can just say, okay, this is a congestion zone. On the 1 hour chart, we have a lot more candles. So we see a little bit more play by play what is happening. We have a little bit of caving in overall since June 11th. Cooling down a little bit still within the congestion zone. The congestion zone is still intact right here. Within it, we have a little bit of a trend down. Okay, but not enough to do anything. When we invest and when we trade, we need to know when to set aside. We need to know that we cannot chase every single move. So yes, we had a move this morning from 317 to 326. To chase a small move like this on the 1 hour chart where there is no buy signal that we can see, we need to go into the 5-minute chart. So yes, on the 5-minute chart, you could have chased it. And by the way, look at stochastic. Look at how stochastic went over 60 during this time right here, and look at how it went below 60 during that time right here. Now it's zigzagging a little bit, a bit above, a bit below, a bit above, a bit below. This is why we don't only rely on stochastic. It's important. If you only have one thing to look at that, if you want to be a bit more precise and you don't want to get zigzagged too much like right there, then you need to do something else. But at least considering stochastic is going to prevent you from making huge, should I call it mistake, or huge drawdowns in your account, like when Tesla went from 486 down to 200 bucks. Stochastic was telling us at 434. Be very careful. Yeah. So that was the only way to make money, but it's okay to just stay aside and not try to catch every move. So we are basically at the same point as we were yesterday. If we start breaking above 331, then this is going to be the first buy signal. A second one is going to come after 335.73. Conversely, short signal 313.13 once it's broken down with stochastic below 60. The buy, we need stochastic above 60. The low, the short, we need stochastic below 60. So we are exactly at the same place. So Tesla was basically at a standstill today. Let's take a look at the VIX to get an idea of what's the fear in the market. Fear in the market is cooling down. We are down 1.43. We are still above 20, so still not the right place to go long. Some stocks succeeded in going long, that's fine. But we are still above 20, so still be careful. Maybe invest a little bit less money. Keep a stop loss that's very close so that if a stock reverses on you, then you can get out with limited damage. Let's take a look at our stock indices. So Dow Jones trending down just a little bit. We are at 0.1%. Dow Jones, as mentioned yesterday, look at this, stochastic is below 60, but this has not yet triggered this at 41,826 right here. SPX, same thing. We have stochastic still above support. This one is in better condition still. Same thing with NASDAQ, above support, above 60. Russell below 60, below the resistance. So this one is holding on by a thread. Most likely it should be going down to 2040. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. Lots of black, some red, a little bit of green. So pretty much a sideways day. And things could have turned out quite differently. They did not. But today we had the Fed interest rate decision, and Powell kept the rates exactly as they were, 4.5%. Housing starts lower than forecasted. Building permits lower than forecasted. Inflation lower than expected. Let's take a look at some Tesla related news. So Amazon's Zoox opens robotaxi production site in California. This is the first time I hear about this myself. Yeah, and this is in the latest move by a deep-pocketed tech company to expand the nascent industry. So I'm gonna need to look more into that. Tesla's robotaxi launch is days away and the stock market smell blood or brilliance. Right now, as you see it, Tesla is trending neutral. We don't need an analyst to tell us that. We can see it with our own eyes using the same tools that the analysts are using. And somebody is pointing out that a third of Tesla's top executives on stage with Musk 2 years ago have left. Some people like to look at the negative stuff. And okay, this is interesting. Tesla stock plummets as company abruptly halts production of Cybertruck and Model Y. Tesla is pausing production, blah, 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 blah. And the article is not telling us why. This was pretty much a vacation day. Stochastic on the daily for trend-aware investors. Stochastic is not over 60, so there's no... It's not the time to get in. It's not the time to get back in yet if you are not into Tesla. DMI has dark colors indicating that we are currently trendless. So let's just be patient. Things are going to move one way or the other very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.